Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Honorable speakers, distinguished delegates, esteemed guests, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and a very warm welcome to the closing ceremony of the first joint CPA Asia and Southeast Asia Regional Conference 2025 hosted by the Provincial Assembly of the Punjab. Yesterday, we have witnessed an extraordinary exchange of ideas, discussions and collaborations that have paved the way for a stronger regional partnership. This conference has been a testament to the power of parliamentary diplomacy, shared governance, and a collective commitment to progress. Ladies and gentlemen, I request all the participants to rise and welcome our chief guest, His Excellence Sayyid Yusuf Raza Gilani, Acting President of Pakistan, who will be escorted by the host, Honorable Speaker Punjab Assembly, Malik Muhammad Ahmad Khan. Thank you. Now I request everyone to remain rise for the national anthem of Pakistan. Let us begin this significant occasion with recitation from the Holy Quran.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الرحمن علم القرآن خلق الإنسان علمه البيان الشمس والقمر بحسبان والنجم والشجر يسجدان والسماء رفعها ووضع الميزان ألا تطغوا في الميزان وأقيموا الوزن بالقسط ولا تخسروا الميزان والأرض وضعها للأنام فيها فاكهة والنخل ذات الأكمام والحب ذو العصف والريحان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان صدق الله العظيم.
Jazakallah. On behalf of the Provincial Assembly of the Punjab and the entire CPA Asia and Southeast Asia community, I extend my deepest gratitude to each and every one of you for your participation, insightful discussions, and above all, commitment to parliamentary excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, as we conclude this momentous gathering, every one of us would feel honored to hear from our esteemed delegates who have played an instrumental role in making this conference a success. To begin with, I invite Mr. Jaris Maa, CPA Deputy Secretary General, to deliver his vote of thanks.
Your Excellency, the Acting President of Islamic Republic of Pakistan, His Excellency Jilani, the Honorable Speaker of the Legislative Assembly of Punjab, our kind host, Honorable Khan, distinguished speakers present here today, Secretary General of Legislative Assembly of Punjab, all protocols observed, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association, I am delighted to stand before you this afternoon to offer our thanks and appreciation for the warm hospitality and kindness extended to us, delegates who have come from afar, delegates who have come from within, and friends who have joined us in the last 2 days of this conference. Your Excellency, may I offer to you directly our thanks for the opportunity given to us to be in Pakistan and to be able to associate and share with everyone who is present here. We commit ourselves and join ourselves with the Commonwealth and with parliamentarians and the institution of Parliament to be able to share experiences and knowledge in shaping the values that the Commonwealth promotes on good governance, democracy, human rights, freedom, and sustainable development. In thanking our hosts and everyone here, may I report to you, Your Excellency, the Acting President, that the 2 days we've spent here, we have benefited from the conversation. We are going back to our respective jurisdictions more able, more knowledgeable, and much happier that we have made friendship and we have developed our knowledge on the values that bring us together as the Commonwealth. To our kind hosts, the Honorable Speaker of Legislative Assembly of Punjab, we say thank you. We thank you for the memories we take back. We thank you for the stories we're going to share with our people wherever we go. We thank you for facilitating and providing an opportunity for us to learn. And through you, our honorable hosts, please extend our thanks and appreciation to your staff, led by the Secretary General, for all the work they have done logistically and administratively. As I close, let me just say two things. The CPA is your association. The CPA exists for you. You created it so that you can have the value and the benefit in promoting fundamental values of the Commonwealth. I reiterate our commitment to be there for your parliaments, legislatures, and for your members as well as staff in terms of capacity building, knowledge exchange, as well as best practices that we amass within the Commonwealth. I therefore invite you to explore ways and means that you can benefit from the association, but as also I said yesterday, invite you to tell us what is it that we can do more, what is it that we can do better, and what is it that we should stop doing because you don't find it valuable. With these few remarks, let me thank all of you for making time to come to Punjab and to experience this kind and warm hospitality of the beauty of the people of Punjab, and to enjoy all the delicious food and the time that we've had here in Lahore. I finally conclude once again by thanking Your Excellency, the State President, the Acting President of Islamic Republic of Pakistan, for your time this afternoon. We know you are a very busy person, but we appreciate your presence and gracing this occasion. I thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Mr. Matia, for your thoughtful address. Now I invite Honorable Muhammad Mulafar Muhammad Munir, Deputy Minister of National Integration, Sri Lanka, to deliver his vote of thanks.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah. Assalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil mursaleen. Amma ba'd. Your Excellency, Honorable Speakers, presiding officers, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, all of you, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It is great honor and privilege to address this noble gathering on behalf of the Parliament of Sri Lanka as we conclude the historic first joint CPA Asia and Southeast Asia Regional Conference here in the vibrant city of Lahore. Honorable Chairperson and esteemed colleagues, over the past few days, we have engaged in insightful deliberation, exchange innovative ideas, and deepen our collective understanding of the challenges and opportunities that define our region. The adoption of the Lahore Charter is a monumental step forward, symbolizing our shared commitment to upholding parliamentary democracy, fostering inclusive growth, and advancing sustainable development. I wish to extend my heartfelt gratitude to the Provincial Assembly of Punjab and its leadership for hosting this significant conference. Your exceptional hospitality, careful organization, and unwavering support have ensured the success of this gathering. Honorable delegates, let me also take this opportunity to express our profound appreciation to CPA, Asia and Southeast Asia regional branches for their dedication and vision in initiating this joint conference, which has provided platform for collaboration and legislative innovation among our parliaments. Ladies and gentlemen, we stand at critical juncture in history, where regional collaboration is no longer choice but a necessity. The interconnected challenges of climate change, socio-economic disparities, food insecurity, and digital governance require united approach. This conference has reinforced our shared resolve to tackle these issues collectively, with parliaments playing a central role in driving change. Dear colleagues, Sri Lanka remains highly committed to the principles outlined in the Lahore Charter. We recognize the vital role of parliamentary diplomacy in fostering mutual understanding, promoting peace, and building regional harmony. Our collective pledge to strengthen democratic institutions, ensure inclusivity, and address inequality resound deeply with Sri Lanka's own national priorities. Ladies and gentlemen, as we prepare to return to our respective countries, let us carry forward the invaluable lessons and commitment made during this conference. Together we must enhance cooperation on regional initiatives to combat climate change, promote renewable energy, and ensure disaster resilience. Strengthen framework for sustainable tourism and biodiversity protection, prioritizing equitable representation, empowering women, youth, persons with disabilities, and minorities in legislative bodies and legislative process. Counter misinformation and hate speech while safeguarding freedom of expression, ensuring that technology becomes a tool for unity, empowerment, not division. Let us not merely adopt resolutions, but also implement them through tangible action. Sri Lanka is ready to contribute by sharing our experience, knowledge, and innovation in renewable energy, disaster management, inclusion, and sustainable development. Distinguished delegates, before I conclude, allow me to once again thank the CPA Secretariat for their effort in making this event success. A special note of gratitude goes to the people of Lahore, whose warmth and hospitality have made us feel at home. The bonds we have strengthened and the commitment we have made during this conference shall serve as a beacon of hope for brighter and more united future for our region. Let us continue to collaborate, innovate, and inspire as we strive for the betterment of our people and fulfillment of our shared aspiration. I wish everyone safe journey back home. May our path cross again in the spirit of regional unity and friendship. Thank you. Jazakallahu khaira.
Thank you, Honorable Minister, for your kind words. Next, I invite Honorable Datu Sri Haji Muhammad Sharkar bin Haji Shamsuddin, Speaker, Pahang State Legislative Assembly, Malaysia, to deliver his vote of thanks.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah rabbil alamin wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah wa salli wa sallim ala nabil karim wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajmain. Your Excellency, the Acting President of Republic Islamic Pakistan, Honorable Speakers and Deputy Speakers, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen. As we are conclude this historical and remarkable first ever joint CPA Asia and Southeast Asia regional conference to a close, it is with great pleasure and hope that I stand here to reflect on our shared achievement and aspiration. Before I proceed my brief remarks, allow me to extend the warmest regards from our beloved Prime Minister of Malaysia, the Right Honorable Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim, as well as from my Chief Minister of Pahang State, the Right Honorable Wan Rosdi bin Wan Ismail. Ladies and gentlemen, the adoption of Lahore Charter, which will be declared by the Honorable Speaker of the Provincial Assembly of Punjab, marks not just the conclusion of this conference, but also the beginning of a collective journey towards a brighter and more sustainable future for our region. Over the past days, we have deliberated on some of the most pressing challenges facing our nations: climate change, inequality, technological transformations, education and health, and not to forget good governance. Yet, beyond the challenges, we have also identified the opportunities and pathway for a stronger collaboration and innovation, all rooted in the principle of democracy, equality, and inclusivity. Representing the Parliament of Malaysia and 9 states from Malaysia, I would like my colleague to rise, stand up from Malaysia. Which are from Perak, Speaker of Perak, Speaker of Johor, Speaker of Selangor, Speaker of Terengganu, Speaker of Kelantan, our delegates from Penang, Deputy Speaker from Penang, our representative from Sarawak, from Perlis, and not to forget from my state, which is from Pahang. I am proud to reaffirm our commitment to shared vision that will be endorsed in this conference. We are stand united in fostering the sustainable development, promoting inclusive governance, and building resilience in our communities. We believe that regional partnership and parliamentary diplomacy, such as those nurtured here, are essential for bringing this vision to life. The work we have started here gives hope for a stronger regional cooperation, hope for an inclusive growth that leaves no one behind, and hope for a future where we shared values guide us towards peace and prosperity. Let us take this hope back to our communities and transform it into meaningful action. As we return to our respective country or states, let us carry forward the spirit of unity and determination that has defined this conference. These bonds we have strengthened here today will not only benefit our nation, but we hope will also inspire future generations to embrace cooperation and collaboration as the cornerstone of progress. Thank you to the organizer, especially Provincial Assembly of Punjab, the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association, CPA, and honorable delegates, and all participants for your invaluable contribution in making this conference a great success. Last but not least, a special thanks to the Speaker of Provincial Assembly of Punjab, Honorable Malik Muhammad Khan. Your dynamic leadership, dedication, and commitment have made this conference a new beginning for all of us. Please rise and give a big applause to our speaker. I wish all of you a safe journey and continue success in your novel endeavor. Together, let us shape a future of hope, resilience, and shared prosperity. Thank you. Wabillahi taufiq wa hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for your insightful reflections. Now I call upon Honorable Ahmed Nazim, Deputy Speaker, People's Majlis of Maldives, to present his vote of thanks.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. His Excellency Syed Yusuf Razak Jilani, the Acting President of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan, Honorable Malik Muhammad Ahmad Khan, Speaker of Provincial Assembly of Punjab, Excellencies, Honorable Members of Parliament, distinguished delegates. As we conclude this conference, I sincerely thank you for your participation, insights, and commitment to strengthening parliamentary democracy in our region. Throughout the conference, we have engaged in thoughtful discussions across 4 critical sessions, and we made honest and frank exchanges. Strengthening local governance, legislative pathways for effective decentralization is one of the most important topics that we covered. Climate change and sustainable cities, legislative action for clean air and resilient urban living is something that all our cities are facing now. Health and education, a legislative pathway for inclusive social development, is a must that we have to attend. And parliamentary innovations on legislation for AI, digital collaboration, and social media governance is a worldwide issue that we have taken to address. These sessions have emphasized the role of legislative action in building resilient governance and environmental sustainability. They also underscored the importance of inclusive social policies and technological advancements. The discussions on AI, social media governance was an eye-opener for most participants. There are lessons which we can learn from each other. Our discussions have reinforced the shared commitment of parliaments to tackling these challenges through collaborative policy making and regional cooperation. A significant milestone of this gathering has been the adoption of Lahore Charter, a collective commitment to advance in regional collaboration in key areas, including strengthening local governance, climate resilience, digital transformation, and reforms in education and health. This charter serves as a guiding framework for our collective efforts in moving forward in the years to come. Legislating for AI, digital collaboration, and social media governance session. We in the Maldives People Majlis are in the process of developing a media literacy curriculum for digital resilience so that the citizens are ready for the social media when they grow up and when they come out of the schools. The initial discussions in drafting the phase has been completed, and we are now in the process of gathering feedback from focus groups. Different countries have this process at different levels, and we can learn from each other in implementing this kind of legislation, which is a must now in this era of fake news and untruths. We hope to launch it soon and look forward to sharing our progress with fellow members. As we depart, let us carry with us the spirit of partnership and shared responsibility that has defined our interactions. The path forward requires continued dialogue, cooperation, and action to ensure a sustainable and prosperous future for our communities. Thank you once again for organizing this conference. The Speaker of Punjab Assembly initiated this talk of this conference in Sydney last year. It is his brainchild, and he has delivered it to perfection. So therefore, we thank you for the excellent arrangements that you have made and the gracious hosting that you took for us, you arranged for us. Your contributions have made this gathering a meaningful and productive experience, and the networking that we have made during this conference will take us a long way. Through continued collaboration and commitment, we can transform our shared vision into a reality. Let us move forward with determination, knowing that our efforts today will shape a stronger tomorrow for all our peoples. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Deputy Speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, we now come to the highlight of our closing ceremony, the address by our chief guest, His Excellency Sayyid Yusuf Raza Gilani, Acting President of Islamic Republic of Pakistan.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Honorable Malik Muhammad Ahmad Khan, Speaker, Punjab Assembly. Members of the Provincial Assembly, Punjab, Honorable Speaker, Pahang State Legislative Assembly, Malaysia, Honorable Ahmed Nazim, Deputy Speaker, People's Majlis of Maldives, Deputy Secretary General, CPA, Honorable Members of Sri Lankan Parliament, Honorable Speakers and Presiding Officers of the National Parliament and State Assemblies of CPA, Asia and South Asia regions, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. As the first joint CPA Asia and Southeast Asia Regional Conference draws to the close, I would like to take a moment here to convey my deepest gratitude and acknowledgement to all of you for your keen interest, steadfast support, and meaningful contributions in making this conference a huge success. This historic gathering has brought together over 100 distinguished delegates, 12 speakers, 4 deputy speakers, and representatives from 22 legislatures from Malaysia, the Maldives, Sri Lanka, and Pakistan. With such diverse regional and global participation, this forum has underscored the critical role of collaborative governance in fostering consensus-based policy making to serve the aspiration of a people, particularly the underprivileged and marginalized. I extend my sincerest appreciation to Honorable Secretary General of CPA for organizing this timely event. I would also commend the Provincial Assembly of Punjab, particularly the leadership of Honorable Speaker Malik Muhammad Ahmad Khan, and the Chief Minister, Ms. Mariam Nawaz, for their commendable efforts in making this conference a success. Over the past few days, we have engaged in a meaningful deliberations, exchanging insights, strategies, and best practices on some of the most pressing issues of our time. Climate change, pollution, technological disruptions, and inclusive socio-economic development have been at the heart of our discussions. These challenges transcend national borders, demanding regional collaboration and shared responsibility. Through this forum, we have reaffirmed that parliaments are not just legislative bodies, but also engines of transformations, bridging governance with innovation, ensuring social justice, and promoting equitable economic growth. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, with its rich tapestry of cultures, histories, and economic potential, Southeast Asia represents both vibrancy and pressing common issues such as poverty, inequality, urbanization, climate change, and rapid pace of technological change. Keeping in view this perspective, the thematic session very aptly focused on the pressing challenges of a region faces the opportunities we can seize through collective action. For me, personally, ensuring access to quality health and education for all is of a paramount importance. These two pillars are the foundation of the equitable and prosperous society. When we legislate to bridge gaps in healthcare and education, we empower individuals, strengthen communities, and unlock the potential of entire nations. I am pleased to see these vital issues were discussed in detail as they are essential for building a sustainable and inclusive future. Also deliberated upon the climate change, which is one of the greatest challenges of our time. Addressing this crisis demands urgent action, and this conference gave us an opportunity to discuss regional strategies for cleaner air, sustainable urban living, and protection of natural resources. By working together, we can conceive legislative interventions and policies that ensure healthier planet for generations to come. We also discussed the rapid pace of technological change, which brings both opportunities and risks. Artificial intelligence and social media, for example, offer tools to enhance governance, but also raise concerns around privacy, misinformation, and security. As legislators, we are responsible for striking a balance between encouraging innovation and ensuring that these technologies are used responsibly. This is where cooperation across borders can lead to better solutions. Lastly, empowering local governance is essential for strengthening democracy and ensuring the public services reach who need them most. Local governance connects people directly to the decision makers, improves accountability, and ensures that the diverse voices are heard. By supporting decentralization, we can make democracy work better for everyone. Maybe I am the only politician in the country who is the product of local government system, who rose to the position of the Speaker National Assembly, Chairman of the Senate, Prime Minister of Pakistan, and now I'm addressing this historical forum as the President of Pakistan. As the parliamentarians, we are entrusted with a profound responsibility of bridging divides, harmonizing diverse perspectives, and crafting legislative solutions that respond to the needs of our people. It is imperative that we adopt sustainable governance models that foster cooperation, resilience, and equity. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, as we look ahead, it is clear that no country or institution can tackle these challenges alone. Collaboration is not just an option, it is a necessity. This conference has not only facilitated dialogue, but has laid groundwork for concrete, actionable outcomes. It also helped us reduce governance in the light of 21st century challenges and renew our commitment to inclusivity and sustainability. Our discussion must now translate into legislative actions, collaborative frameworks, and long-term regional strategies. I am confident that the Lahore Declaration will prove to be our guiding compass to sustain the momentum generated here and to further strengthen interparliamentary and regional cooperation. I urge all of you to carry forward the drive of innovation and the commitment to transformative governance and partnership that have defined this conference. Together, let us ensure that our parliaments remain pillars of progress, stability, and hope for the future generations. CPA has given observer status to Gilgit-Baltistan and AJK. I congratulate them. Thank you, and I wish all of you a safe journey back home with fond memories of your productive engagements here in Lahore. Pakistan Zindabad.
Thank you, Mr. President, for your inspiring words and for gracing this occasion with your presence. Distinguished delegates and honorable participants, as a defining moment of this historic conference, we now move towards the closing remarks and then adoption of the Lahore Charter, a landmark declaration outlining commitments for regional cooperation on strengthening local governance, climate resilience, digital transformations, and reforms in education and health. May I request Honorable Malik Muhammad Ahmed Khan, Speaker Provincial Assembly of the Punjab and President of this conference, to deliver his closing remarks, formally present the Lahore Charter for adoption.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. His Excellency Sayyid Yusuf Raza Gilani, Acting President of Islamic Republic of Pakistan, Honorable Speaker Sindh Assembly, Sayyid Awais Qadir Shah, Honorable Ahmed Nazim, Deputy Speaker, People's Majlis of Maldives, Honorable Muhammad Mulafar Muhammad Munir, Deputy Minister of National Integration, Sri Lanka, Honorable Datu Sri Haji Muhammad Sharkar bin Haji Shamsuddin, Speaker Pahang, State Legislative Assembly, Malaysia, Mr. Jaris Maa, CPA Deputy Secretary General, Honorable members of federal and regional legislatures of brotherly countries of Sri Lanka, Maldives, and Malaysia, distinguished members of the National Assembly and Senate of Pakistan, honorable members of Provincial Assembly of the Punjab, Balochistan, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, and Sindh, observers from the CPA, the UK House of Commons, Honorable Deputy Speaker, the Chairman of Ways and Means Committee, Speaker of National AJK Assembly, Speaker of Gilgit-Baltistan Assembly, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, our distinguished guests from academia, media, and all walks of life. As we close, will restrict myself to reading the outcome of consensus document of this conference, which I believe is not just a declaration, it is a commitment to action. We, the speakers, presiding officers, and delegates from Commonwealth Parliamentary Association, CPA branches of Asia and Southeast Asia, gathered in Lahore for the first joint CPA Asia and Southeast Asia Regional Conference, solemnly adopt the Lahore Charter as a testament of our collective resolve and to uphold parliamentary democracy, foster inclusive growth, and advance sustainable development across region. Recognizing the indispensable role of parliaments in fostering inclusive governance, ensuring accountability, and advancing the rights and aspirations of all citizens. Further recognizing that regional challenges such as climate change, socio-economic disparities, and rapid technological transformation require collective legislative efforts, innovative policy making, and inter-parliamentary collaboration, reaffirming the importance of parliamentary diplomacy as a cornerstone of regional cooperation, mutual understanding, and lasting peace, acknowledging the need to empower local governance structures to ensure equitable development and the efficient delivery of public services, noting with concern the detrimental impacts of misinformation, hate speech, and digital manipulation on public trust and the democratic fabric of societies, highlighting the shared responsibility of parliaments to address socio-economic inequalities, ensure universal access to healthcare and education, and advanced sustainable development goals. Emphasizing the critical need for equitable representation of women, youth, persons with disabilities, minorities in legislative processes to build inclusive and just societies. Appreciating the initiative of Provincial Assembly of Punjab in hosting this historic conference, providing a vital platform of dialogue, cooperation, and legislative innovation between the CPA branches of Asia and Southeast Asia, I, in this charter, request the adoption for the role and staff of the members and the honorable members of this august house. Their participation made it eventually happen. Now solemnly declare as follows: reaffirm our commitment to uphold democratic norms, constitutional principles, and the supremacy of parliaments as the voice of the people. Enhance parliamentary oversight, accountability, and transparency to rebuild public trust in institutions. Promote constructive dialogue, mutual respect, and inclusivity in parliamentary discourse to strengthen democratic practices. Pursue legislative frameworks that enable local governments to deliver effective services, allocate resources equitably, and maintain accountability, share knowledge and best practices in decentralized governance to address regional challenges and foster sustainable growth, advocate for capacity building programs that empower local institutions and leadership, strengthen legislative measures to combat climate change, reduce air pollution, and enhance urban resilience, promote green infrastructure, sustainable public transportation, and climate-adaptive urban planning, advocate for cross-border cooperation to develop and implement regional climate mitigation and adaptation strategies, promote ethical and responsible use of artificial intelligence, AI, and digital technologies in governance, address misinformation, hate speech, and spread of fake news while safeguarding freedom of expression, promote regional cooperation and collaboration to establish standards for digital governance and transparency, address disparities in healthcare and education through targeted legislative intervention, prioritizing marginalized communities, strengthen public health system and combat malnutrition, child labor, and educational inequities through legislations, promote initiatives to improve access to quality education and healthcare while advancing SDG-aligned reforms, enhance the representation of women, youth, persons with disabilities, and minorities in legislative bodies and policy-making processes, address systematic barriers to participation and foster inclusive policy-making environments, advocate for policies that promote diversity, equity, and social justice, utilize parliamentary diplomacy to address shared regional challenges and strengthen interparliamentary relationships, foster dialogue and knowledge exchange to promote peace, stability, and prosperity across Asia and Southeast Asia, encourage participation in joint initiatives that advance regional development and legislative innovation. I congratulate the National Assembly of Pakistan for being declared the regional secretariat and permanent headquarters for the CPA Asia region. We, the speakers, presiding officers, and delegates of CPA Asia and Southeast Asia regional branches solemnly declare to uphold the principles outlined in this charter and endeavor towards integrating these principles into our legislative agendas, encourage continuous reviews and progress assessments of these principles, foster partnership with civil society, academia, and private sectors to enhance inclusivity, transparency, and innovation in governance, engage in collaborative capacity building initiatives to strengthen parliamentary institutions, ensuring resilience and adaptability to emerging challenges. Adopted with unity and mutual respect in Lahore on this 8th day of February 2025, the Lahore Charter represents the collective resolve of Commonwealth Parliamentary Associations Asia and Southeast Asia branches to build a future of inclusive growth and sustainable development. Ladies and gentlemen, honorable delegates, before we close today, I thank the Honorable Acting President of Islamic Republic of Pakistan for his very insightful contribution and his emphasis on the local government. I need to thank the Speaker of the National Assembly for opening this conference and sharing his view about governance and legislative development. I thank Ms. Nusrat Ghani, Deputy Speaker of the House of the Commons, for being here as an observer status, and her contribution in the plenary sessions were really meaningful. It was educating at the same time, and it opened the new arena of thinking that how the tolerance could be at a universal level be thought of and brought into a legal structuring. I also thank all those honorable panelists, those who were interacting those sessions, whether may be plenary or interactive, the ministers, those who were present throughout the session, those who conducted the plenary sessions. They were in health, in education, in local government, and those interactive sessions, I've been part of it on AI. They were all very meaningful, and they were the roadmap for the future, how the legislative development would be made. At the end, thank you all the member branches, their respective secretariats, and I urge all member branches to integrate these principles into their legislative agendas. This conference has reaffirmed that our respective legislatures and democratic institutions are vibrant, engaged, and committed to the values of Commonwealth. As we conclude these 2 days of insightful discussions, I extend my deepest gratitude to all participants for their contributions. Our deliberations on parliamentary strategies of inclusive growth and sustainable futures have been both enriching and inspiring. We have tackled key areas, as I mentioned, strengthening local governance. I have been part of that interactive session, climate resilience. I was there, I was hearing out the panelists, digital transformation. I moderated that program, and reforms in health and education. The reports will be published for the convenience of the CPA branches, and it will be shared with your respective secretariats. I take pride in announcing that National Assembly of Pakistan has been designated. 2 achievements have been made. One, I have to say, I take this opportunity to congratulate the Speaker of AJK Assembly is here, Deputy Speaker of Gilgit-Baltistan Assembly is here. This meeting of the Executive Committee has qualified both of these houses for the observer status, keeping one political position that the issue of Kashmir gets resolved in accordance with the aspirations of the people of Kashmir, and they become permanent member with all their political rights as the United Nations has resolved almost 7 decades ago. We have to. Asia Regional, I also thank the Asia Regional Executive Committee. And at the end, I just have to admit, I'm always in a difficulty when I have to read it out from the paper. I just fumble it. At the end, I thank you all with the adaptation of this Charter of Lahore. I would say that I have tried my best, my secretariat have tried their best to facilitate you, to provide their best efforts for these sessions, for your comfortable stay, for entertaining you, so that you go back with the memories of this beautiful city, Lahore, and you can share the story that this is a resilient, democratic, peace-loving Lahore, which gave its hospitality to all the honorable delegates here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, this conference is not just a culmination of discussions, but the beginning of a strengthened regional collaboration. As we part ways, let us carry forward the spirit of cooperation and work towards a more inclusive and sustainable future for all. I firmly believe that this conference has achieved its theme, that is parliamentary strategies for inclusive growth and sustainable futures in Asia and Southeast Asia. Thank you all for making this conference a resounding success. For those living today, we wish you all a safe journey home, and for the delegates who are honoring us with their stay, we hope that you would enjoy the next few days in this great city of Lahore. Now, I would also like to make a final announcement. We are going to have a final picture for the conference. Everyone to remain seated, please. I would request the speakers at the head table to proceed to the designated area below, in front of and facing the head table. Sir, please.
All the delegates to be please seated for the ceremonial picture here. Please remain seated while the photograph takes place. Thank you.
Honorable Acting President and our chief guest for today, along with speakers from the head table, are taking their positions in front of the first row of the House. I will request the photographers to come to the stage of head table and capture this historic moment in their cameras. Thank you all for your participation in this momentous occasion. Long live regional cooperation and long live democracy. I thank you all. Please, excuse me, all participants are requested to rise on their seats, please, to make a photograph. Please rise on their seats, please.